What's up, my chatterboxes? This is my review for Love at the Lockup, Season 3, Episode 10, Up in Smoke. If you guys haven't done so already, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. I didn't have this review done for you guys yesterday because I went to the eye doctor and I could barely see yesterday. So I'm trying to get this up and out the way for you guys today. Hopefully it won't be that long because I'm still having problems with my eye. So I want to just, make this as short as possible. Please don't forget to share my videos. It would really, really help me out a lot. I really would appreciate that. So we just gonna get right into the messiness of the show. So it starts off with Brittany and Marcelino. Brittany, she's freaking out because there's construction trucks outside. Everyone's quarantining. So they're just limited to being in the house. And she got the dog. She got Marcelino. She got the 3 kids in there. She flipping out. Like she said, it's a lot going on. She want to go look for, houses. And I said last season, because certain things was coming up last season, because she was just buying random stuff. And Brittany need to be bringing in some money before she be making a lot of the demands that she be making as far as what she want to buy, what she want to do. Like, she just jumped up today talking about, she want to move because the house is too small. When you see that he's out there getting a whole new backyard, why would you think he have the money? Or, why would you fix your lips to say, okay, we would need to move right now? He was like, let's enjoy the backyard first, and then eventually we'll find our forever home. She thought he only kicked out 10 grand, because that's what the quotes and the estimates, I guess he was getting back. He ended up taking out equity in the home, so he ended up spending out $25,000 to do the backyard. So she flipping out about that. And he's not really trying to hear it. And I can kind of see if they don't work on the communication between them two, they ain't gonna make it. Because in her confession, she said he still live like he single, and he don't realize that he's in a relationship, and he's very much in a relationship. Yes, he is. All them kids running around, and he got you. Listen, he better shape up. He better shape up. But you better shape up too, Brittany. I hope you put a stop to having all those babies. You need to get a job once all this stuff is over and done with. Bring a little peace of mind to the situation too with bringing some income. Anyway, so she did admit, she was like, the quarantine and everything have her a little a little upset, because it reminds her, I guess, back when she was in jail, where it felt like she getting her freedom stripped away from her again. So that's what's causing a lot of the anxiety and the energy that she's giving off. So I guess they're gonna probably try to go out, because she's gonna have her mom come look at come look after the kids, because she said she's been quarantining as well. So it looks like, I don't know. Hopefully they get on the same footing with what they got going on, because right now it ain't the time to move when you're getting a whole new backyard. You better enjoy that daggone backyard. But I am in agreement with Brittany. This wasn't the time to do it when we could have used the backyard to let the kids out and stuff like that. Now they just stuck in the house. That's BS. So now we have Sarah and her friend Emmy. They're at the gym getting their workout on. I was surprised that the gym was open during quarantine, but I guess different states had different stuff going on. I don't know. So anyway, she, tells her, they was getting on the machine. She was like, is this for the squats? And she was like, yeah. She was like, because I got plenty of workout done last night. And I'm like, ew, because we all know she was with the guy yesterday, whatever like that. So Emmy likes the new guy. I forgot his name. She likes the new guy. And Sarah was telling her that she's going to, she invited Michael. And she was like, Emmy don't want Michael to shut. Like, she was like, she hopes he don't shut. But Sarah wants him there for the sake of the kids. Like she said, she want him there to experience the things that he wasn't there to experience with, her other daughter. So, Ariana, that's her other daughter. Aviana. So, she was like, the only thing that he was worrying about was what kind of cake was going to be there. She was like, I don't know. Open up the cake and find out. I mean, slice the cake and find out. See, that's my thing is, I mean, I get it as a mom. You just want to save face and you want to think about the children. But Michael, you're going to have to do better than what you're doing. You're going to have to get better. You just going to have to do better. And then he always acting like he's get the Father of the Year award. And he ain't doing shit, ain't shit, and ain't going to never be shit. And that's just how it is. So her friend was like, listen, I hope he don't come. Sarah is hoping that he do come. She was like, but she invited her boyfriend. So what they're going to do is have the two guys meet up prior to the party. And Emma says she thinks that's like the best idea too. And she was like, because the party will go smooth unless Michael act like an ass. Because I guess he has a tendency to show his ass. And Sarah said that he's, possessive over her. He like to control her. And he thinks that she should never be in a situation, a relationship. No, well, he wouldn't have that power over me. See, you allow him to have that power over you because you've been busy running after him, trying to be with him, running after him. This is the first time you show him like, oh, okay, it's other men in the city, okay? So now he's going to have to adjust just like he made you have to adjust. Every dog has their day. So now it's his day to see how that shit feel on the other side. It just is what it is. So anyway, Emma, like I said, she is not no fan of Michael. And for a while there, I thought Emma was liking Sarah, but I guess they truly are just friends because she gave me lesbian tease, but maybe she's not, or maybe she just friends with Sarah and still is a lesbian. You know what I mean? So anyway. So that was all. That was the gist of that scene or whatever. But I do think it's going to be some shit with Michael. So now we see Tennyson and Lamar. They're going to meet up with Lamar's brother. And in the car, Lamar asks Tennyson, what's the difference between L.A. Mormons and Utah Mormons? And he was like, well, it's really no difference for real. He was like, because they all nosy. I'm like, okay, well, he summed that up well, didn't he? So, Lamar saying in his confessional, he was like, now since him and Andrea is married, her kids is, family to him. His family is their family. Like his aunt, his sisters and brothers are their aunts and uncles. So he's going to take Tennyson over to his brother's house, to get familiar with him because, Tennyson was interested in making beats. So he, I guess he's trying to make him bond or, get familiar and comfortable with the, his family or whatever like that because I think they get into the music stuff too. So when we at the brother's house, Tennyson was asking a lot of questions, and they were trying to tell him that, L.A. isn't all bad. It's other parts of L.A. that, you could thrive in. So the brother was saying, this the land of opportunity. He was like, it's nothing, to be scared of, here in L.A. He was like, well, you're an example of someone that I know personally that got shot. So his brother was saying, well, what happened was his brother was in Compton, I guess taking his son some money. He heard shots. He was trying to duck it for cover and things like that, but he ended up getting shot in the foot. So it wasn't like it was meant for him, but a lot of tragic stuff happens to innocent people as well. So Tennyson and Andrea, when they found out about that kind of upset them. That scared them because they're not used to that. They're not used to that. They don't have that kind of crap in Utah. Not as much as they do in LA. I'm not saying there's no crime in Utah, but LA got them beat. And the brother said that the crime rate dropped around about 70%. But how much was? I don't know. Did it really drop 70%? Or that's some shit you pulling out your ass? I don't know about that. Anyway. Anyway, so he gonna have a nerve, the brother gonna have a nerve to pull out some goddamn on weed and try to offer to Tennyson. Now, Lamar was like, no, 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 don't do that. This and that. Lamar should have checked him. He really should have checked him. He said a few words, but he ain't checked him. He should have checked him. And he said his confessional, like he know he shouldn't have did that. He know what type of stuff, Tennyson trying to do, and he know how, Andrea gonna react. No, you should have checked him. So when Tennyson goes snitching, he would have said Lamar got him in his place. Lamar, you shouldn't have walked out of there with that passive aggressive bullshit. You should have put him in his goddamn on place. So Tennyson, in his confessional, he was like, listen, even if I wanted to, I wasn't going to do that. He was like, my mama kill me. And he said that, they need to just spread the word when Andrea and her kids come around. All that foolishness, y'all need to stop it. Now, I think that's what's going to happen. Andrea and them not probably going to come around because people not going to stop doing what they do just because y'all in the room. You understand what I'm saying? So it's either y'all don't come around or y'all just going to have to be in a situation where it's not the most comfortable. It's for you guys. You know what I mean? So I don't know, because Lamar told Tennyson, don't tell your mom. But we all know Tennyson gonna tell his goddamn mom. We already know. Okay, now we see Angela and Tony again. Excuse the delay. My eyes are they're giving me a lot of problems right now. I'm struggling getting through this review. Anyway, so Tony basically trying to get a second chance with Angela. He's saying, this last 4 months been hell. He's scared to lose her. Blah, 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 blah. He wants her to help him, get through his problems. Because she said it seemed like you so, hung up on your addiction like nothing else matter. And he was like, I love you. This quarantine, this time apart made me realize that Angela really ain't trying to hear that. She was like, listen, I'm over here trying to get on with my life and this and the other. She says that she has her master and she been in the mental health field for the last 6 years because he wants her to help him through, I guess, whatever problems he had. And she was like, it's not fair to me. I'm sick of being your counselor. She's saying, well, what goals do you got? So basically, talking about to treat people how I want to be treated. You don't have to put that's a good goal. That's a good goal. But you have to put a little bit more on that shit to me. Because he already a con artist and he's so full of shit. Because y'all remember last episode he said, that's all she got to do is look at me and I know I got her. You know what I'm saying? So you already being manipulative and you playing a game. Angela better stay strong. And we found out that she never even filed the marriage license. So technically they ain't even really married. I guess until that is filed with the state. So Angela, if I was you, I wouldn't really be, I wouldn't sign that shit. I wouldn't sign it. Now, I think Angela gonna probably give him a second chance. But this time, I think it's going to be on her terms. Now, we will see. Because Angela was sick of his ass smoking that goddamn cigarette. Because she don't let that cigarette go out her goddamn mouth. But Angela, my girl, though. Sometimes she's stupid, but I like Angela. So now we see Shane and Lacey. Shane, he must have went to the grocery store. He brought back groceries. So we found out that he moved back into the house immediately after that scene on the boardwalk. So he's been there. They've been, getting along quite well. And, all is well in Shane and, and Lacey's world at the moment. So he goes outside in the back and play with the kids. She's going to see if the dad can come and watch him. She really don't even be seeming like she interested in the kids too much. It's like she always trying to get a goddamn going break. You know what I mean? And then we find out, because she talking to her friend on FaceTime, we finds out that her and, Shane trying to do IVF to have another baby. And by being that she had her tubes tied, they doing some kind of study whereas though she'll save $6,000. Like, so it's like now or never. So she thinks, you know what I mean? So the friend was asking a lot of good questions. She was like, are you ready for a kid? Or do you think you just doing this because he don't have any children? What if he ups and leaves. Are you ready to be stuck with another kid? Because she said that her ex, he loved the first one, but when the other two came, he ain't with no parts of it. She was, you know what I mean? Like, Lacey seems like she don't really want another kid. She doing it for Shane and for the fact that, she getting this, trial done. So it's going to shave off a lot of money for them. So it's like, and she said her clock is ticking, so she is like now or never. No, it's not now or never. You can do it later if you choose to do it. Like, see, that's the thing when you get with these young guys and stuff like that. You already knew your tubes was tied. You already knew he didn't have no children. See, that made a problem. Then they try to switch up the game later on. And when stuff started happening, like, I know. Like, I got my tubes tied for a reason. Lacey don't need no goddamn more kids. She sit up here said in this scene here that the kids don't even want to do their goddamn online learning, and they want her to do it. And she talking about, they saying, oh, I don't know how to do it. She talking about, I don't know how to do it neither. Like, Lacey, she seemed like a big goddamn kid. She don't need no more damn baby. She don't. So we see Brittany and Marcelino. They're getting the kids together. The mom is coming over to watch the kids. Well, so they can have, like, a little date day, to get out the house. Because quarantining can be stressful, especially when you got a bunch of babies in the house. You know what I mean? So the mom came over and, she's watching the kids. And Brittany said that her mom is a real good grandmom. It's nice seeing her, have those special moments with the kids because, Brittany didn't have that with her mom. Her mom was deep into her, her addiction when she was raising Brittany. She left Brittany. She left Brittany in Vegas when she was like, 11 or 12, and her husband, they skipped town again. So she was just that far off. So to see her come around to this point where she could be that grandmother, have that bond with the kids, it's something good to see, especially from, Brittany's eyes. So Brittany said that Marcelino told the mom, listen, it's either alcohol or your grandkids. It can't be both. So that forced her to go, I guess, into like AA or whatever, Alcoholic Anonymous group. And so far, she's doing pretty okay. Now, I don't know how that's going to end the rest of the season, but for right now, she's doing okay. So, Brittany and Marcelino, they leaves out. They go to like a liquor store, get some, liquor. And Marcelino, he wasn't joking. He said, listen, he was like, right now, if I get corona, it's like a death sentence for him. He was like, he's older, he has asthma, so he ain't really trying to, mess around. So that's why I don't understand why Brittany didn't go into the liquor store versus Marcelino when he the one with all the goddamn health problems. But I guess it really wouldn't make a difference because if she contract it and give it to him, it's still the same old goddamn thing. So whatever. Anyway, that was just a little gist of it with them. Like, we see them, walking around Vegas and it's empty. Now, I've been to Vegas and I've been on that same crosswalk that they went on, and when I went, it was just hustle and bustle. It was kind of eerie to see the difference in how Corona shut everything down from when I was just there. I'm like, Corona really shut the world down. It really did. So we see Michael and his mom. And I'm sorry, his mom gets on my goddamn nerves because she don't really see where her son be doing any wrong at. And she irritates the fuck out of me. Now, I understand that's your son, but, sometimes you need to set his ass straight. Anyway, he was telling her how he's done with Maria. He was like, Maria keep putting him in situations where he might go to jail and she don't care. Because I guess Maria has said she don't care if she go and she don't care he go. They kept flashing back to this scene when, Maria and Sarah had the argument and almost got, into a fist fight. Maria looked like a hot head, and she been locked up multiple times and stuff because they already pulled her rap sheet up. So she don't give a fuck. And I don't understand how Michael was choosing Maria over every goddamn body like she was this goddamn prize to have. You understand? Anyway, we see that the phone keep ringing, and it's Sarah. So he's not answering Sarah's call. So he tells the mom, well, last time he talked to Sarah, he was telling her that he wanted to get the girls. He wouldn't come up there for the birthday, get the girls, and do his own thing, and she more than welcome. And he said Sarah, was flipping out, not really trying to tell him what she had planned. Now, if to my recollection, she told him about the birthday party. Like, he knew. She invited him to the birthday party. He knew. So what is he saying? Like, I don't understand. Like, he got me all confused because she wasn't, not letting him in on what she had going on. She told him she might ain't give him every little detail of the party, which she don't have to, but there's a party. You know what time the party start, and it's for your daughter. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know who's going to be there. You don't need to know all that shit. You could imagine that it's going to be a lot of people there. So, come on, get out your damn feelings. And he's talking about he not answering the phone until he get to New York. And the mom going to talk about, that's not cool with Sarah because, sometimes a lot of times you got guys that's not trying to be there for their kids. Then you have somebody that's trying to do and be there for their kids, and she trying to keep them out of there. Your son is full of shit. Your son is a in and out dad, and you know that. And you talking about you proud of him. You proud of his growth. Get the fuck out of here, mom. Get out of here. So we see Angela, little Miss Angela, been keeping some secrets from us. So apparently Angela was talking to some guy named Ross around the same time she was talking to Tony. And she said that they have some kind of like spiritual connection. She used to go see him every weekend before they transfer him to Louisiana. And he got out of jail around about a couple months after Tony did. But she said she hasn't seen him since he got out of jail. But she hasn't been in communication with him every time Tony, act up. And he, tell her the things that she needs to hear, get her, feeling better about herself. Now, she's saying that she do love Rose, but he can't give her, what she want. Or at least she thought he couldn't. But Angela, Tony can't give you what you want either. So, I don't know. Like you said, this guy was faithful. He used to email you every morning. You used to send him horoscopes every night. You used to put money on his books. Listen, your bank account got to be depleting really fast when you keep on putting all this money on these damn inmates' books. Like, come on, Angela. You can't afford to be talking to more than one inmate because you giving each one of them money. Come on. They're going to take you under. Like, stop it. You might need to find a man in other places other than looking on this goddamn inmate website. You really do. Have a little bit more self-esteem about yourself. You don't have to find a man that way. Anyway, so I don't know if Angela going to look that direction and maybe, reach out to him and see what's going to go on with her and Ross, or is she going to play this game with Tony? We don't know. But the producers messy as shit. Why they going to do a close-up at the daggone ashtray? That's all you see is all these, cigarette butts in there. Angela really need to go to her doctor, ask them, can they give her some kind of, nicotine patches? She need some nicotine gum. She needs something. I don't know if that's going to help her, but she needs something because I'm pretty sure her throat, I don't even know what I was about to say, but I'm pretty sure her insides ain't how they supposed to be. As much cigarettes her ass smoke. I'm telling you. So now we see Sarah. She's meeting up with the therapist. And when she gets in there with the therapist, she just exploded. She's frustrated because she's saying that Michael still hasn't reached out to her. He was supposed to come up, a couple days prior to the party, which was yesterday. And the party is tomorrow, if you guys can think of what I'm saying. So anyway, the purpose of her wanting him to, come earlier, and she wanted him to meet Malcolm, which Michael didn't know that, but she wanted him to meet Malcolm. So now you showing up, the day of the party and stuff like that. Shit got the potential to go left. So she was saying she's tired of being a full-time mom. That's all she do. She was like, listen, she was like, one thing he can't take away from me is, me being a good mom. She was like, when he was in jail, he never had to worry about his children. He was like, she said, he knows I'm taking good care of my kids. She was like, and I'm 100% done with the relationship with me and him, but I'm 95% done with him as a father. And if he don't come to this party, it's going to be 100%. And the therapist said, you giving off a different energy than you used to give off when it come to Michael. And she was like, yeah, because I'm fed up and I'm tired. She was like, I'm tired. She was like, I'm done. And you know what? Sarah might have played stupid. She was in her feelings. She might have played stupid a long time for Michael. She may have. But when a woman reaches their breaking point, because can't nobody tell nobody when to get to that breaking point. You understand what I'm saying? So when a woman reaches their breaking point, it ain't nothing a man can say or do. It is nothing he can say or do because they're done. They're done. They already went through what they went through. They already processed it. They already made their choice. It's over. And Michael, he wanted to be sitting over there with his mom, making it seem like he this good goddamn dad when we all know he not. She said he ain't call or come Christmas. Like, come on. Like, these things holidays and these, occasions that you need to be a part of, you're constantly missing it, and then you want to play victim or play like you such a great guy, great dad. No, you not, Michael. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Like, come on. And then your mom uphold your nonsense, which gets on my nerves when it comes to her. It really do. But your mom, she was a woman that was left, by your daddy. You'll think she'd be, you'll think she'd be trying to set you straight, but who knows? That's a mess over. So Tennyson and Nyla is in the room. Andrea, she came to the door. I don't know. She had all these white frame glasses with this little jogging suit on. Tennyson's like, why are you dressed like that? I don't know where the hell she was going. So him and Nyla was talking, and he was telling her how, Lamar brother offered him weed, and he has to tell his mom, but he don't know, how to go about doing it. So Nyla was like, well, maybe, y'all two should just go somewhere and you let her know what's going on. And Nyla made a good point. She was like, everybody just got to learn how to adjust to, the LA living. She was like, I guess she been used to it because she been coming in and out of there since 7. So it's just an adjustment for all of them. They all got to get comfortable with being out there. They there now. Make the best of it. We all know Andrea is extra because they already stated it too. Just like she was telling her the birds and the bees in the middle of a goddamn pharmacy store, and the whole goddamn store heard what she was saying. Like, you know what I mean? That's just who Andrea is. You know what I'm saying? So she raised pretty decent kids, though. Even despite her antics. So she ain't all bad because her kids turned out to be well behaved, good, kids. They really are. I can't take that away from her. So it wasn't really much to that. I guess we'll get the drama next episode about when he told Mama Andrea about the weed. Now we have Brittany and Marcelino. It goes back to the house instead of the mom being there. The sister is there. So the mom must be using the card. The sister can't find her debit card. She said the bank notified she below 50, and she was like she shouldn't be that low, with her money. Brittany didn't know that she's not been doing her virtual AA meetings, and now they on a hump for it. Like I said earlier in the video, that was Marcelino's thing. Like, either it's the alcohol or it's, your grandkids. And evidently she's choosing the drugs and the alcohol over, her family. Because Brittany said, she was like, it has to be more than just alcohol. So she's looking for, like she said, I don't want to fight with her. Like the sister said, well, if y'all gonna be in the same room, it's gonna be a fight. Brittany is sick of it. You know what I mean? I think she's gonna get her sister and let her sister come stay with her. She was like, cause you don't need to be around that. Listen, Mom, you need to get this addiction under control. You too goddamn old to keep playing these same old games. Get the addiction under control so you can, have a life with your family. Come on. I know that gotta be a hard, draining life to just, be an addict. Like, I mean, I know it has to be hard to kick it, but please try to put your best effort to do so, because you missing out on a lot of family moments. You missing out on your grandkids. You missing out on this last phase of your life. Like, come on. That's all I got for this episode of Life at the Lockup, aka Love at the Lockup. If you guys like the content, please feel free to like,